Yo, good morning. It's your boy Mike Nice the Barber. We are out here once again with the morning check-in. I'm here. I'm a little late, but I'm here. You know, if you're not catching it right now, you see it a little bit later. Just type yo in the comment box just to let me know you tapped in. I'll answer my comments. It's all good, man. We are here. Yo, good morning. We're here. And man, let's go. Share it, like it. Thank everybody for tapping in when they tap in. Yo, Rolls Royce. Yo, Kendrick. Leilani, we are out here. Man, let's go. Go Peacekeeper, what's good? I'm a little late today, man. I was sending out forms. I messed up. Yeah, I messed up. I messed up. I so when I filled out for this permit, for the building permit, I didn't put all the trades on there. I didn't put plumbing, electrical, HVAC. So now I gotta send for those. And I gotta get an extension on the permit because I'm overtime. It's all good, man. We're working. We are working. We are working. Yesterday they jumped me yesterday. Those guys jumped me, because I was talking about the Knicks and all that stuff. They jumped me. But it's all right. It's all right. We still gonna keep they're not gonna stop. One monkey can't stop three monkeys can't stop no show. We're gonna keep going no matter what. So it's all good. Yo. What's goody? What's the word?
Tuesday morning, running errands. Yeah, man, happy to be alive.
Yeah,
wake up.
You off today?
I work at night.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah. This is my downtime.
Rab, good morning. Isn't life all about details sometimes? It is. I messed up, man. It just got me pushed back a little bit time, but that's all right. I ain't got all the material anyway, so it's all good. Real love, good morning. We out here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Tonight's the night, baby.
Tonight's the night. Yo, good morning, TikTok. Tonight's the night. And it's just like another game. It's another game. We only lost one. You know what I'm saying?
I'm taking reasonable bets too, by the way, because I believe.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to come out flat like they was the other day. That's crazy. Brief on grief, what up? I can see clear now. My glasses was dusty before.
Hey, Pierre, what are you talking about, man? Now, Pierre, what do you mean? Damn, you got a dome with pause. What is that? Yeah.
I don't know, man. What's good? Yo, Rel, what's good? We out here. I'm working now. I feel good. Prince, I don't know what Prince do. They jumped me yesterday, yo. They jumped me.
Oh.
Yo, it's three dudes, man. They jumped me yesterday. Grief on grief. Talking about the Knicks, and they was trying to, but they couldn't do nothing. They couldn't do nothing to me.
Listen, man, Prince is flip floppy. You can't talk about the Knicks and then wear a Knicks jersey,
right?
You're a Laker fan. You're supposed to stick to the team that you ride with.
Right, but he tried to say, "Oh, it was a bet. I lost a bet," But he was at the game, loving the game.
He got a closet full of jerseys. That's what it is. He got different teams.
Yeah, man. They hate. Yo, Rel, they hating crazy over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Rab was there too. Rab, you was with it. You was trying to play the fence, but you was with it, bro. You was over there. But I know what it is.
Everybody jumping in today, Nick, my brother.
Yo.
We on this piece.
Yo, T, we not down. We're not down with the cult that they have. You know what I'm saying? We're not down with that.
Trust me. Look. Not being down with that cult, nigga.
We're not down with that. They ain't put us down, so it's cool. I see what's going on. That's why they jumped me. I ain't part of the brotherhood.
I learned early from Scared Straight. Remember that shit? That TV show used to come on?
Yeah.
That was like, hey, man, you might want to do that. Might want to go back across the street.
Yo, go back across the street, man. Yo, go back across the street. Don't be over here with us. All right. Yo, good morning.
I'll be back. I gotta go pick up my breakfast.
Yo.
I'll be right back.
Yo, hold on. Yo, my mother sent me to the store. I'll be back. I gotta go to the store for Miss Gaston. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to play me. Yeah, man. Yo, so, and we also see we didn't get to finish talking about homeboy that sexually assaulted that woman in the Bronx with that belt. You know, we was talking about that.
The dude they caught on the avenue?
What you mean on the Ave?
What was that? That dude that they caught and they was beating him up in front of the cops?
Nah, he did something different. He did something else. Big Lou.
Oh, somebody else? Oh, what?
He did. He cut a little girl on the bus and tried to get out of there. Something crazy like that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's what he did. Yo, that's your man, Big Lou 105. Who that?
Big Lou. Take you a trip to Southside Deli.
So, yeah, I done messed around with that.
Yeah, say what's up, man. You live.
Peace out.
Southside Deli, baby.
Where's that at? Where's that at?
Galbrook.
No doubt.
The heart of Southside, baby. New York Boulevard. For those who remember that.
New York Boulevard. New York Boulevard.
Yeah, all that right there. Thank you very much.
Yo, good morning. Good morning, TikTok. You know, me, myself, and I. Good morning. So it was funny that I saw this man on a post. Somebody was yelling out, "This man's a pedophile. He's trying to sing with a 13-year-old girl." And he kindly got up and walked away quietly with nothing to say. And the guy kept walking behind him, screaming that out. "This man's a pedophile." Yo, Super Mario. "This man's a pedophile. This man's a pedophile." It was crazy, man. So that's what I was talking about yesterday too with those guys. And they're making it, they're trying to normalize that stuff. And I don't agree with that. Can't normalize that.
That shit is crazy.
I can't even not wear my Nick hat. I can't not when I don't want to wear it. I ain't even allowed not to wear it. Yo, you was a guy brewing what?
And Tuskegee Airmen, which is basically 162.
Oh, 162? Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, good morning. Why are they trying to legalize pedophilia? That's what it is. Millionaire Barber, why are they trying to legalize pedophilia and try to normalize that? That's what they're trying to do. Normalize it, not legalize it. They're trying to normalize it. Then they try to do some old something like it's okay to do. I don't get that. I don't get that. Bob Marley. KD, good morning.
Yo, Prince, you taking bets?
Prince gone.
Prince what?
Yeah, he left the building. KD in the building. We was talking about we was talking about the music was loud. We was talking about what country is this? Yo, what you Yo, Clay, what's up, man? I want you to help with my backyard, Clay.
I gotta take you back, Mike.
All right. Mr. Swan.
Classic.
Yeah.
never be music like this ever again. Never, ever, ever.
Well, me and Rolls Royce talked about that how different hip hop changed the game.
He said, well, like how, Queens, my man.
How it changed a lot. It changed so much. It evolved. That's what it was talking about. It evolved. And Royce got to get on to really dig deep into that one, but I guess we'll do it. Royce, Clay, I want my yard over there, man, at the property. I think I want to plant some stuff now, but I want to plant some stuff that is going to regrow on its own that I don't have to really watch. Can I do that? Is that possible? I think that's possible. That's what I want to do. I wouldn't mind putting some fruit trees back there, some trees of fruit. You know what I mean? Mr. Swan, we were just recapping yesterday. You know, not talking too much Nick talk today, I don't think, because
we don't need to.
Right. We're gonna finish.
We're back in Madison Square Garden.
Right. So, we're gonna get them tonight.
We're on 33rd. Ain't nothing else to talk about.
Right. And then have you seen the Complex Top 50 MCs of New York? Ice Spice is on it. Wait. That's old though, right? That Complex. I'm trying to learn that stuff myself. The Top 50 MCs on Complex Magazine. Is that new or old? I think that's old.
That's old.
Okay.
But you can tell if Ice Spice is on there, like, I mean, come on.
Rap.
How do you gauge good music today? By as many radio spins?
Nope.
What?
They pay for that.
Because I mean that's what everybody go off of.
Yeah, but they pay for that.
A song that I hate that for sure song, and I know the dude that makes it. That song is I mean, that is the craziest song I've ever heard in my life.
Which one?
But it's for sure, with Cobain and Bass Swag, and then they just put Ice Spice on it.
Yeah, I'm old.
Just do the remix.
Yeah, I'm old.
Huh?
I'm old.
Yeah, that's like a 25-year-old group rappers.
Yeah, I'm old, Mr. Swan. I'm old. I don't know about that. I can't even believe that Ice Spice is on some top 50. What is it? Complex top 50. Let me check this out.
Remember Jordan Poole paid him $500,000 to go on a date with him.
Yeah, I heard about that one too.
Cameron and Mason's like, yo, all you had to do was buy a slice of pizza. She's from the Bronx.
Yeah, Cam said. Yeah, man, you got plenty of options. A couple of peach trees, grapevine, a second. Yeah. So Clay said about those growing food. You got plenty of options like peach trees, grapevines, et cetera, et cetera. And I saw Home Depot. So now the question is, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. But as far as growing food, right? What do you, when you plant this stuff? So everybody wants to go seeds, right? People want to go seedless. I don't want to be seedless because I wanted seeds because I think seeds are more natural than the what's the other food called? What's with Monsanto? I don't want Monsanto. You know what Monsanto is, right? T.
What is that? A clone or something?
No, it's
like
they mesh. It's like they're growing their own food. You know what I'm saying? It's a GMO. GMO, right? Genetically modified organisms. That's what it is. Yeah. So they say seeds are better than seedless. So I want to be, seeds are more natural than seedless. Seedless is like over time, but they did this GMO stuff. Right. So I'd rather go seeds. Clay does seed, he does seeds. Oh, his stuff is like Clay from around the way. He's a farmer. Pretty much he's a farmer. You know what I'm saying? With the crazy green thumb. Now serious. And yeah, for real. He in NC and the watermelons are crazy. Got seeds. You see these watermelons with no seeds in them, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, everything. A lot of shit got no seeds in it.
Right. So we're not going that route, but I really want to do that. I want to I want stuff that's gonna grow on its own. I don't want to have to be out there all the time. But certain things, GMO, dislike trans people. Yo, Kev, come on with that.
Okay.
It never
That's
stops.
how you feeling this morning?
Right, Mr. Swan said we need seeds, man. That's right,
I think
Swan.
that's right. We're saying that all the chicken that we eat now is fake.
Well, it ain't fake, but it's
all the chicken that the government is producing is not real anymore. They got these fast. I guess they're supposed to last 8 weeks or some shit that they just generated, like some generic chicken, like a whole chicken. Like
it's sad and it's scary.
They cloned a bunch of chickens and they
Yeah, Kev is ill. Kev said GMO is like trans people. That's how do you just say that like that?
That's crazy. That's really crazy. Oh shit! Genetically modified people.
Anything that's GMO won't grow next season, and you can't grow plants from the seed. Mr. Swan, you gotta tap in sometime too, man. Yo.
It's good. Yo.
What up, Kev?
What we on this morning?
See?
Yeah.
There you go, Rab.
We on.
There you go.
We on. But
cousin, good morning.
To my point up, when you said you ain't want those, you want the real. Something you said. And
seeds.
That's why I was making a comparison that.
Fake.
Like that community. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it was. Real human. So Prince, keep your panties on. Calm down, Prince. Prince out here wilding. Keep your panties on. I'm just saying, they genetically modify and they trying to force it on us. See the analogy?
Yeah, I get you. I got you, bro.
Yeah. Keep up all the slow people that like to ride 1 speed on the treadmill.
Hey, real love. Do you know about growing? It seems like you know a little bit about growing. Would you please put us on?
All right. What'd you say, Mike?
I was talking to Bashman Bobby said, hey, Kev.
Hey.
You so weak. Good? You so weak, yo. You so weak. Mr. Swan said Mr. Swan said he loves that analogy, Kev. That was a good one.
Who said that?
Mr. Swan, you don't know, it's one of my friends. You don't know him.
Oh, okay. Hello, Mr. Swan. So,
Nah, Mr. Swan taps in.
We need and to make it take the analogy even further. The man has the real seeds. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. See where I'm going with this? Going with this? Trying to make us all seedless. Ooh,
right. Get out of here.
They trying to make us all seedless. This joint, I got to put the AC on. That shit making me hot. These metaphors I'm coming up with. You're stupid with that thing.
You was doing good for a minute, but
Yo, what's good?
Jay, good morning.
Here. We getting it, riding around, and we getting it early in the morning.
Rock, good morning, Rock.
So we good.
Yo, man.
How you doing, man? Good to hear from you, man. Yo, Keith, what's good? Yeah, I'm a professor. That's that show you magic, baby.
Oh,
how we do. Gotta spread the love. So, but so what you was talking about earlier when I tapped in, something about the pedos?
Yeah, I saw something.
The maps, what they trying to do? What is it? What is it? Male attraction? No, what is it? Minor attracting people map. That's what they're trying to push now.
Right.
They're trying to say it's not are they trying to say it's a disease? No. I think they're trying to say it's a disease, so these people shouldn't be penalized and put in jail.
Right.
It's disgusting. Right. It's totally disgusting.
Right. I saw the guy on YouTube, and he had the film. He had the camera on the junior high school with the kids playing in the playground. The boys.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, he had that, and he was saying, well, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. It's been going on, and this is just what we do. I don't know why people are trying to hate us and not like us for this, and this is normal behavior. It's not.
But see, that by them trying to spew it, they're trying to make it normal. No, that is not normal. It'll never be normal. It'll never be normal. You know, how's it normal when it's affecting people's lives? This is not something that's going to help a child grow.
Yeah,
if anything, it's going to scar them forever. You know, make them people that cannot be productive people in society. It's horrible what people are trying to do now.
Yeah, it's traumatizing, because once they realize it's not normal, like it's not normal behavior. That's a small percentage of people that do this stuff. You know,
right. Or how you feel about that dude that school teacher that got? Well, I guess he got sent on leave because he had the kids playing in his hair, taking out his hair and all that.
You know what? I didn't see the whole thing, right? So I don't think that's pedophilia. I don't think that. I think he was.
No, you're right.
But
I don't think it's pedophilia either. I just think it's just a poor choice of using his camera. If you ask me,
you probably shouldn't be doing that. You probably shouldn't be doing that in school. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Get your niece or your daughter, get them to do it. Don't get the other kids that you know have nothing to do with to start doing your hair in school. We know it's probably Roy said, "Don't put those dudes in jail. Let me meet them." Oh, I don't think y'all want to meet the Grim Reaper, boy.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think that's normal behavior. I don't know what should happen to them, Mogul Mind. I don't know what should happen to them, but it's just sick.
Happen to them? I think they should be exiled. If you cannot, I mean, it's no different from how women feel when they say they wear, you know, excuse my brain fart right now. Fog, excuse me. When women just wear clothing and men can't control themselves, it's the same thing. I mean, you're a loose cannon, because how you do one thing is how you do all things. So if I don't know, it's
Twitch. Good morning. What you mean?
I mean, if you can't change your feelings, because again, it's a feeling. So and it's a sexual feeling that these people are feeling.
Yeah,
if you can't control that you need help and you need to be exiled. I mean, because again, you're hurting society. You're not prospering to grow and develop decent human beings. You're just scarring them. So if you can't be part of society and be productive, you need to go, yo. No disrespect. You know,
need to go where?
Kids should be safe everywhere in any village. And as we know, it takes a village to grow, so to grow individuals. So it's just not fair, yo.
That's just crazy how people prey on other people like that. You know?
Yeah.
You're preying on innocence, right?
Yes.
And you're manipulating.
You're
manipulating in a bad way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And they're vulnerable. And look, now they're trying to give it a name. That's trying to soften it. No.
That ain't right.
No, call it what it is.
I mean, no.
You know?
So Mr. Swan said, do you remember when folks was doing soy milk and soy products, right? And I didn't know where he was going, but he said soy reduces testosterone in young boys. That's why they're so feminine. And I remember some years back that people were, like 10 years ago, people was talking about that. You know, watch those soy products.
They were saying it was the opposite, though. And you know what's funny about media? They always say when you hear something in the media, you should always go with the opposite. Trump 2024. But they were saying soy was taking away the testosterone. You know, so the fact that it's building testosterone, that explains it all. You know.
Yo, Rolls Royce.
Yo, what up, Royce? What's good?
It was good.
What's going on, man? How y'all, man?
Chilling.
Good. We wavy out here.
Mike, that shit is crazy what these cats is trying to do, man. And the thing that you said that's more important than anything, man, is you ruin a person's life. If you have some females that can't have orgasms, they can't do all kinds of natural things when they get of age and get married because of the foul stuff that these dudes steal from them as little kids, man.
Kev, mute your background, Kev.
Ain't no normalizing this stuff, man. You ask what needs to be done, Bro said it best, man, because there's no curing this stuff. They need to be exiled as kindness, man. At least they can all live a normal place together. Man, for me, I'm like, cut their thing off. Put these niggas in a place where everybody got no thing. Now y'all get to live together and do that. Ain't no normalizing this stuff, man.
Yeah, that's crazy how they just and they speak so like so calmly.
Bro, listen, you gotta hear them, man. They like, because kids love. You're trying to act like it's really something wrong. Little boys love to be loved by but see, this is how these fools actually look at this stuff, man. As a child, first thing you usually trust an adult because they're an adult.
Right.
So you start from that place. Now the affection and all of the stuff that they doing when they grooming them, all of that, then reality is this, man. If a kid is being sexually stimulated, it feels good to him, I'm sure.
Right.
The problem is when he goes of age and he finds out in his mind what he was doing, now you jacked him up completely. He don't know where he should be drawing lines at anymore, bro. And you ruined them for life, man.
Yeah.
I said, bro, it's only one thing. They need this, man. That's what they need, bro. They need a hot gun in the back of their head, man.
And man, I wonder where the train of thought, where does that come from? I know we can't answer it, but you know what I'm saying? Where is that thinking? Like, what is it?
Like, I'm gonna tell you with all honesty, man, it's because they've been molested, man. It's an ongoing thing, man.
Right.
So one kid gets it done to them, they do it to a bunch of other kids, and then they grow up and do it. And so it's an ongoing disease.
Yeah, that cycle keeps going.
Like I have a cough, I give you the cough, and now you got the cough, and now you give it to people. So, but
then coughing is normal.
You can't cure it.
It's normal to cough. George Washington Carver, who mastered the use of soy, said, "Don't put it in your mouth." What? I didn't know that, Clay. Wow. George Washington Carver, who mastered the use of soy, said, "Don't put it in your mouth." Wow. You see that?
All of that's from down here. I live in Tuskegee, but so all of that is right is where all of that's at.
Soy?
George Washington. I mean, just George Washington Carver. You can find out everything this cat ever said down
Yeah,
here.
Rab, you're right. The one that's bullied becomes the bully later in life. And he got his list. He got a list. And, you start pushing people around that you think is a little weaker than you. I just don't like bullies. I don't like none of that stuff, man.
Mike, I'm going to get off, man. I don't want to stay on for long. But, give me a call when you get it. When you get some time. I want to talk to you about some of that. You said that you can't start your work without those permits. Just give me a shout.
All right, I'm gonna hit you later.
Talk to you in a little while.
All right, peace.
Gentlemen, have a good one. Talk to y'all in a little while, man.
Indeed.
Peace.
We working, man. Appreciate Rolls Royce, man. The big bro. Tapping in always, man. And we always enlightening.
Young Steve, peace and blessings. Young Steve. That's my guy. Haven't heard from you in a minute.
Yo, Steve, you know how to make egg foo young? That's a good question. Nah, I just want to know.
I want to know too.
Man, Clay, you put us in the game, man. Clay, I wish you would really tap in, man. Get some knowledge. Give up some of that good.
You said what?
My man Clay he's a farmer, man. And not that people want to grow. I think secretly people would, but they don't want to put in the work. It takes time. They want it overnight. You know what I'm saying?
Did you just say egg foo young? What the fuck?
Egg foo young Steve.
He said egg foo young Steve.
What does that even mean?
Is that racist?
That is racist, man. First of all, egg foo young. egg foo young is not even a real Chinese dish. It was like it's an American dish. Like
What?
Where, yeah, it's not a real Chinese dish. It's only in Chinese takeouts, like American style Chinese takeouts.
Did y'all know that?
Just like General Tso chicken is also an American dish.
Yeah, it's just a
What?
leftover meat diced up with
Yeah. Did you know chicken wings and fried rice is not really a Chinese dish?
Nah, I know that. Because probably pigeon
I
wings.
always knew though, when I went to the Chinese restaurant around my way growing up, every time we walked in on them and looked at what they was eating, it was never what was on the menu.
It never was on the menu. It was never on the
And
menu.
everything looked nice and steamed and hot water. And I'm like, yo, why
You
you
never walk into a traditional Chinese restaurant, see Chinese people eating, and be like, "Yo, is that egg too young and fucking General Tso chicken?" No, it's not.
Right.
Wow.
This is chicken feet, broiled chicken feet, fresh with some nice soup, some nice, hot nice joint. I always used to be like, yo, man, I even think y'all rice is different, man. Y'all eat a different kind of rice than what y'all serving.
Yeah, they give us plastic.
But the four chicken wings with fried rice, y'all mastered that, baby. I blessed the hood with that.
Yeah, we wouldn't make that bullshit frozen vegetable.
I love my Asian.
I got takeout before, right? And then like I saw the fried rice, and I'm like, this is not like the fried rice my mom makes.
Yeah, they don't cook on.
And I'm like, yo, this is like those frozen peas that you get at the supermarket, no? Like, why is this in here?
Yo, Steve, answer that question, man. How come we never see Chinese people going to get Chinese food, man, from the restaurant?
Well, what restaurant are you talking about, bro?
I don't mean a real like restaurant, sit down and eat. I'm a takeout, Chinese takeout.
Because there's not real Chinese food. I mean, like you
man.
Occasionally go there and eat sometimes, but it's only certain dishes, like like kung pao chicken or something like that. You know what I mean, like or something like off menu or something. Like chow fun or something. But the food, the taste, traditional Chinese people, they're not used to the taste. It's different. It's different taste.
Wait, what? Hold on, man. So break this down, man. How did this start? They just came here and we're gonna open up a Chinese restaurant. We're just gonna give them different tasting food. We're not gonna get them real Chinese food. Chinese food.
Originally they come over here, and then you want to talk about like back in the day, like railroad days, like
yes.
Yeah, it was traditional Chinese food, and people weren't used to it. Americans weren't used to it, so they had to dumb it down a little bit. They had to like okay, what do you want? Give me something like broccoli. You know what I mean? Like, okay, we'll do something like beef and broccoli. Or like, I like something sweet. Okay, we'll make sweet and sour chicken.
Right. I say it's the salt. It's the salt and sugar effect. That's what duck sauce and soy sauce came from.
Yeah, like duck sauce is not even served in traditional Chinese restaurants.
I don't know.
Right. Duck
you
sauce.
Traditional Chinese restaurant, you want duck sauce? They'd be like, what? Duck sauce?
I said
they'll get one of those roast ducks, and then they'll give you like the syrup from the roast duck, like
Yo, come on, never mind. I don't want to play no more. I don't want to play no more. I don't want you're gonna ruin it. I don't want to play no more.
No, but I'm saying, I'm gonna when you come down here, I'm gonna take you to a traditional Chinese restaurant, and you'll like it much more than what you eat in the store.
Queens got some of the best Chinese restaurants. I went to a Chinese restaurant with a Chinese or an Asian, and I watched them order. It's amazing, yo. And then how the food comes out, it's amazing.
Yeah. And we have different provinces, right? Which is like it's like kind of like states here, right? Every state has a different style of cooking. So like Sichuan is spicy, right?
Kev, mute your background, Kev.
Right? You have, Cantonese style, which is a lot of like, a lot of food here is like Cantonese style. And then you have like seafood. Then you have like, barbecue type. You have like, clay pot cooking type. It's different, man.
Clay pot cooking, you said?
Yeah, so you have the clay pots, and then you put rice in it, and then you put some chicken and some mushrooms or whatever in it, and there's some sauces in it, and then you let it steam. And when the rice cooks out, it's a little sticky. It has like a different texture.
Because of the clay? Because of the clay pot?
Yeah, because the clay pot conducts the heat differently. Yeah.
Listen to the Rab talking about where do they go to school, because I never been in class or neither wanted to go to school. Rab, you was in the hood. You know, you wasn't going to school around the Asians. What you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, if there's no Chinese people in that neighborhood, there's not going to be any Chinese people in the school.
Right. So it's not Prince. Prince is not another great question, Prince.
Let's be for real.
All right, come on, Prince. Prince talking about another great question.
But for one thing, we are everywhere. We are everywhere. Every hood, every country, and actually every hood in every country. Meaning, like, you go Brazil, in the hood in Brazil, you'll find a Chinese restaurant.
Yep. Chinese food, Chinese restaurants Jamaica, are bleeding the hood, brother.
You're so right about that. I be moving around in these small towns. Talk about a liquor store and church on every corner. They got Chinese restaurants in every shopping center. Yeah. Let there be a Walmart, Chinese restaurant. And the ones when I'm in a small town, and it's just like back home where there's no seating, straight takeout, fire. I need a plate of that to go to the room. Fire. So you got. I would definitely say y'all definitely land out the world. Y'all mapped it out.
And the place doesn't have bulletproof windows.
Say what?
If the place doesn't have bulletproof windows, it's no good. The food won't taste good.
Yo, Steve, you cook a lot of food, like Asian food. Yeah. Or you like half and half?
What's up?
You cook a lot of Asian dishes, or like half and half?
Me,
or your wife
half and half.
Your wife cook a lot of Asian food?
Yeah, my wife does, because she's, she came here like maybe 10 years ago, something like that. She's not like born and raised here.
What's a Asian breakfast? What is it? What is it like?
Asian breakfast? It depends.
Yeah. It's not like bacon and eggs, right?
No. Traditional Asian breakfast probably like congee.
What's that?
Congee's porridge, man.
Oh, okay.
That bun or the bun.
Yeah. Or like we call a mantou, which is like a bread bun.
Yeah. Those are good.
Dumplings, or soybean soup, like hot soybean milk, and then you dip it with like a fried breadstick. We call it youtiao, which is a fried breadstick, and then like a sesame bread.
So I noticed the Asians drink a lot of warm beverages, right? Is that true? Like a lot of warm beverages?
Yeah, we drink water too. It's hard to believe, right? You drink water?
No, my point was it's supposed to be like.
Well, the reason why when we eat, we like to have a soup, right? A hot soup. And the reason why is because you drink the hot soup first, it kind of like opens up the stomach, we call it.
Right, that's what I was saying.
Digest better.
That's what I was going at. That was the warm beverages. Clay wants to know, can we sell soul food in Chinese areas in Chinatown? Can we do that?
You can, but it has to be like Americanized, like Chinese area, because the traditional Chinese people, they're not used to the flavoring of soul food. Like for instance, my wife's parents, they're here, right? Or from China visiting and stuff. And when we try to buy American food, American style food, they don't like it. They don't like the taste.
Too salty?
I don't know what it is. I love it, but they don't know what it is. Like, I'll tell them to try some mac and cheese or like some pizza, even pizza, right? They won't like, they were like, no.
So they just sticking to really like Asian food, not Italian food, soul food. any of that Greek
food. They
food.
like spaghetti. They don't like that. They don't pasta. They don't like it. Even eating cheese, they're not really like into it.
Cheese. Oh,
sound like they don't like nothing heavy.
I think that's what it is too. Yeah.
I asked Prince. I asked Prince when he come on to smile and not do his mugshot when he gets on. That's what he does. He gets
on. Eat fried chicken.
What up? I know they eat that fried chicken. I know that.
It's spiced different. It's flavor different because they'll put different spices in it. Like her dad made some fried chicken. It's really good, really crispy, and then like inside it had like different kind of spices, like a little Chinese flavors type of spices.
I think I'm gonna change my diet a little bit. Lighter foods.
Well, you should put more vegetables in your diet.
I definitely got a lot of vegetables in my diet.
Chinese,
Definitely.
like like when you go to a traditional Chinese restaurant, right?
Right.
Usually you order one vegetable dish, right? You order one like seafood dish, like a fish, and then you order like a chicken, and then you order like a beef. You know, like you gotta like diversify it. If you order all the same things, sweet and sour chicken, generous sour chicken, and then they'll be like, yo, you already got chicken. You don't want something else? They'll suggest it. They'll be like, you we already got chicken. You don't want something else? Maybe like shrimp and broccoli. Like there's like this dish which is like with like shrimp marinated in like mayonnaise and pecans and broccoli. It's really good, bro.
Yo, Mike.
Really good.
Yo, Mike.
Yeah.
How you gonna ask my friend, do you know how to make egg foo young, bro? Do you know how to chop watermelon? Yo, Katie, do you know how to make syrup sandwiches? Yo, man, don't be coming in and asking my friend those dumbass questions like that. Of course you know how to make egg foo young, yo.
I actually don't. I don't know what
he said he doesn't. He actually doesn't. So it's not a dumb question.
Well, Princess Map. Princess Map Quest. Princess Map Quest.
Right, get out of here.
Get your panties out your booty hole and relax. The only dumb question is the question not being asked. So, like I said,
crab ragoon.
Like I said, Princess Map. Do you know how to make syrup sandwiches? We don't do jail menus over here, baby. Of course you do. I'm talking about before you got a job.
Indeed. Definitely change your eating habits.
Syrup sandwiches?
And I have.
I ain't never did syrup. I always had peanut butter and jelly because we had the government peanut butter. My mom's always kept jelly in the crib. So we was good on that. So
yeah, I changed my diet.
Next time, don't answer no questions, Steve. Don't answer no questions. Look at this public defender.
Right. Public defender, jail lawyer. Listen to the jail lawyer.
What kind of hat you got on? This is your public defender hat? Oh, that's why. Chris walking with a red LA hat on. Sucker hair Fred. Look at you.
How come I can't see him? He's not on my screen.
Good. Because he's a Mac. Good. Good. I can see you. Because he got that whack iPhone problem.
Yo, are you free today, Frank?
I can see you, Steve. You need some Vaseline in your face. You need some baby oil in your face. Shit's mad.
That's the filter. That's the filter.
You need to get outside and get some sun, bro. Yo, come in my house.
That's the happy face filter.
Nah, don't go to his house. He uses Vino lotion. All it's going to do is dry you out and make it worse. I don't use a Vino lotion. You got a Vino on your face. I see y'all had the coat on this morning. All the boneheads. You know what I'm saying? Then you decided to let Steve on. You had the Onyx on this morning. You, your man, and Neptune. But I'm saying, you the one went to Turkey, though, to get a hairline. Stop fronting. Crazy? You went to Greece to get your hairline. Nah. I'm out here for the kids.
Love you, cousin. See you.
For 8 hours. Got his hairline branded in.
In all seriousness aside, my sentencing at 2 p.m.
Say what?
Today's my sentencing at 2 p.m.
Oh,
word.
Man, we pray for you, man. We're going to pray for you.
Word.
You're not going to get no jail time. Nah. I hope not. Nice shit.
Nah, you're going to be straight, Steve.
Don't jinx me, but I hope not.
You're going to be straight. And then after that, we're gonna go to the law library and file your appeal with Prince and L. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me, Tab, Rab, all of us. You know, that's what we do.
Rab, don't put Rab down. Rab ain't down with y'all.
We fight around here. We don't cower up in the corner and go, you know what I'm saying, have our friend rub our heads. We fight around here, Steve. That's right. Ain't no library. You know what I'm saying?
You've been fighting your whole life, right? Your whole life.
Right. That's right. Still fighting. In Chinatown right now, fighting.
But now, Steve, I wish you the best. I'm gonna pray for you all day, baby. Put that good energy in the air. Salute. Are you in the same courthouse with DT?
I'm same courthouse in Manhattan, yeah. It's gonna be Manhattan Criminal Court, 107th Street, but on the 13th floor.
Oh, you gonna be at 107th Street at 2 o'clock?
107th Street.
Yeah. Go out there and protest, up, Prince. Show some love.
I might walk over and meet you.
Not Mike, the word Mike. Let's go over there.
I'll text you the details.
I gotta make sure that my schedule is clear, buddy. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure my schedule is clear. But yeah, you know, you're gonna be fine, buddy. You know, shout out to the Knicks. Shout out to the Knicks. I know y'all feel pressure tonight.
I don't feel no pressure. What are we talking about? For what?
Team to beat. What are you talking about? Pressure.
I know y'all pressure. It sounds good. All that sounds good.
Yo, what's your team again? And where they at? Oh, okay. That's what I thought. You enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself with your dog and watch it on the couch.
Fortunately for me, I'm
with that dog and the squeaky toy.
Numerous games. So I like it.
You said what?
That dog got that squeaky toy and shit. Tired of that. Be careful, P.
What's the worst that can happen?
Jail time.
That's what I'm saying. What would be the max sentence?
Be like the A misdemeanor. I think the max sentence is a year. And then the B misdemeanor, I think, is 6 months. So a combination of a year and a half.
If it happens,
God forbid.
They can't do
now, God forbid if the worst happens, how will we know? How can we find out?
They're not gonna take them.
You want to check it in?
We want to make sure you good.
Nah, but they wouldn't take them right away.
I wouldn't make you check it anymore because right after they sentence you, what I believe is right after they sentence you is if you got jail time, they take you in right away.
What?
They take you to custody right away. Yeah.
You know what?
When the sentence say you out of here.
You know what?
And they take you to the back of the court.
You get a chance to leave and turn yourself in.
Well, you know what? Excuse my ignorance because
how you doing?
I've never been to court.
You never had to go through that?
I've never been to a brotherhood. So
that's good.
Excuse my ignorance. Mr. Swan.
That's
Mr.
good.
Swan, they try to play me.
Nah, Steve, I hope you have a reasonable judge, a reasonable jury.
The jury part is done. So the jury part is done. It's just judge for sentencing.
Yeah. Did y'all ever watch the movie? It's an old movie called 12 Angry Men.
Yeah, that's really old.
Great movie.
They showed that in college.
You said what? Okay, showed in college. No, it's a great movie. Old movie though. Great movie though.
They showed you that in college, Prince?
Morning.
Well, Steve, let me ask you this: are you worried? Are you feel like you're walking into something you have no idea what's about to happen, or the lawyer kind of like, it can go this way, it can go that way?
So if I was the average citizen, I would not be worried. It's just that I am worried because of what I've done in the past, like as in, what the NYPD. And the whole reason why I think they even charged me this much and went through all this for 3 years is because somebody in the NYPD made a phone call and said, up the charges and stuff like that. And that's why they went through with it, So I'm hoping that nobody called and give them time, and then because the judge, I'm not saying the judge is easily influenced. I'm just saying that usually, the court system, the DAs, and the NYPD, they all work together.
Right.
I seen because while I was in trouble, the NYPD assigned me to Bronx Court section and Brooklyn Court section. And I seen personally when I was doing the paperwork, I was in labs, right? Which is like the place where the police officers send the paperwork over to the courthouse, and then we prepare it and package it and give it to the DA. And then the DA is the chief DA at the time, the supervisor DA will assign it to one of the new ADAs or whatever. And then they will, either decide to prosecute or not to prosecute, right? So we got a lot of declined prosecutions, which is like more serious than my crime, right? People with guns, sexual harassment stuff, like sexual assault stuff, felony assaults, stuff like that. And they would decline prosecution. They would left and right. They would decline prosecution. But then one time, a couple times actually, when they do decline prosecution, we call the precinct up, right? They'll call back and be like, why are they dropping the case? And I'm like, that's up to the DA. You got to talk to the DA. And they'll call the DA and be like, this guy is a bad guy, blah, blah, blah. You have to keep the charges. And then they'll reassign it to a different ADA and then get it prosecuted. To the point where there's sometimes when they decline prosecution, we let the person go out of central booking, out the back door, right? Like, here's your paper, your case been dropped, blah, blah, whatever. And then, of course, they have a wrongful arrest, lawsuit, right? But, we let them out the back door. Sometimes we'll let them go already. And they'll be like, oh, you got to prosecute him. And it's like, too late. We already let him go. We already got the first declined prosecution. And we already sent the paperwork downstairs. And he's already let go out of the bookings. You know what I mean? Like,
Yo, Steve, call me when you get to Manhattan.
Okay. That was random.
I'm not too far from the courthouse.
Well, he said 2 o'clock,
You're going to be good, though, man. I saw your name. I threw out a little joke. I didn't know if you was going to tap in. You tapped in. Let us know about the situation. I look at that as positive energy, man. I believe in the yin and the yang. We got to find the good in the bad. This is a bad situation. Learned a lot. We all grown. But we got your back, man. I feel confident that, I feel confident they're not gonna take you away,
Well, so I was charged with acting in concert, right? Acting with concert with the person who did beat the guy up. And he wasn't arrested. He turned himself in a year later. Nobody else was arrested, right? It was supposed to be like gang assault, 3 more people, whatever, but nobody else was arrested. So he turned himself in a year later, and he was actually the guy that knocked the kid out and beat him up and stuff like that on camera or whatever, right? He turned himself in. He pled guilty to felony charges, and they gave him a repleter. So it's like 1 year, stay out of trouble, come back, he'll get repleted down, and then you get 3-year probation. So he didn't even get any jail time. So, hopefully the judge sees that and be like, look, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't get no jail time. He was the one that actually committed the offense. And then for them to, like, give me jail time for just being there, it's a little messed up, So.
Peace, twin. Now that's just a railroad for your ass, man.
Yeah.
Yo, Steve, you want me to call the precinct and harass them?
No.
When it's over.
No, not even when it's over, because they're already nonstop harassing me. I'm trying to flip into the forgetfulness, and prepare. And then when I hit them, I want to hit them hard with a nice hard lawsuit, and then they have no time to prepare or whatever. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, hit him in the pockets. Johnny Cochran, that's what he always said. Hit him in the pockets.
Just don't go. Just don't let Prince. Don't let Prince be your lawyer.
The young man that got shot in Florida.
Nah.
When he opened up the door by the cops, and he was holding a gun.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Nah, I didn't talk about that.
Let me ask you this question. And let me just say this.
Hold on,
Steve. I want your perspective.
Hold on. Tell the story of what happened in detail before you.
Okay, it was in Florida. I forgot the county, Osaka County, Osceola County. There was a call to an apartment complex that there was a domestic disturbance and someone had a gun. That was the call. So apparently, police got the call, and apparently they went to the wrong apartment. So the young man was in his apartment talking to his girl on the phone. He heard a knock at the door. Said he didn't. He looked through the peephole. Said he didn't see anything. This is the young girl who was on the phone with him. They were on FaceTime, and then he heard the knock again. Looked through the peephole. Well, no, he didn't even look through peephole. He heard the knock again. He went. Well, excuse me. He heard the knock again. He went and grabbed his gun. As he went to grab his gun, the police were knocking again. He opened the door. In the mix of him open the door, he had the gun in his hand, not pointing. The gun was just facing down. When the doors opened, the police said such and such. Osceola County Police Sheriff's Office opened up. He opened the door. In a matter of a split second, maybe two, the officer said, "Gun, 6 shots." Killed the young man. That's kind of the situation. So the police, they did release the body cam. First, Ben Crump got on he got on protesting, saying that the police barged in. They went to the wrong house and they barged in and they shot him. So the police released the videotape. From the police side, they did address themselves that we're the police. But the kid did have a gun in his hand. So, and my question is, just as a black man, knowing we do know rights, Second Amendment, would you open the door with a gun in your hand if you knew the police were there?
I would not.
Well, okay, I'm not a black man, but one is perspective, right? Police officers don't know they're going to the wrong place. I guess they found that out afterwards, right? That they went to the wrong place. Like, oh shit, it's the wrong address, right? Wrong door. It happens all the time, right? I personally wouldn't have shot. I personally would probably be like, whoa, gun, keep it down, right? Because in Florida it's different. You're allowed to have firearms in Florida, right? And also there's stand your ground law in Florida. Yeah. So him answering the door with the gun in his hand is perfectly legal. And it should be the norm, right? Where first time somebody knocked, nobody was there. Second time somebody knocking again, I'm thinking somebody's trying to creep up on me, right? Because every time I look, nobody's out there. And then they're knocking again, somebody's trying to creep up on me. So even though they say, yeah, police officer, I don't know that. Maybe they're trying to rob me and pretend to be police officers. That happens a lot, right? So yeah, I would answer the door with a gun too. I would be like, yo, who that? And then if they screamed out gun, I would be like, yo, it's face down, whatever. But it seemed like happened in an instant where they got spooked. No, it did. Yeah, it was an incident, yeah. That's the problem with police officers, right? Where not everybody's built for it.
And that's what I was going to say. Like, when I went to a training, NYPD training, and I realized this. One is they quick to withdraw their weapons. They quick. But they don't really know how to undraw. You know what I'm saying? Because their adrenaline is flowing, and the first thing that leads them is fear. Because they go into these situations, they scared because, like he said, they don't know it's the wrong address. They don't know what the person is. They don't know. They just go with the call, what came across the call. You know what I'm saying? So when they going in and they got this thing in the back of their mind that they're scared. You know what I mean? And this right here, this is why we get killed. And I agree with you, Katie. We don't get killed all the time. But the reasons why this happens a lot of times is because it's out of fear. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when the person is your size. You know what I'm saying? And you're intimidating, and you black, and you strong, and you can overpower them. You can take their gun. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times they think that, and I'm just speaking in general, they think that we don't have nothing to lose. So they take that mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this dude is not going to lose, and he's going to take my gun, and he's going to kill me because he ain't trying to go back to jail. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard this dude was like a military person, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in the Air Force. Yeah. So, no, I agree, but I think, again, this was definitely a tragedy. In my opinion, and it's just a tragedy all the way around. But I think as individuals, because everything you just expressed, Prince, I think now that you went through trainings and you see how they operate, I think you will handle yourself different when you're around police officers and firearms are involved, because you can put yourself into their mental state. And I think at times, just as a citizen, we kind of just assumed that these are, they just been trained and they have the wherewithal to have the composure to hold back. And like how you said, it's either flight or fright, fight or fight, and that's the first instincts that gets into your stomach. I just think as people, though, saying all that, as people, we just have to be a little more smarter. And I'm not blaming a young man, no way, shape, form, or fashion. I'm just saying, just as a learning lesson as people, we have to just be smarter to understand that, you having a gun, yes, you can legally have it. I can legally have it. But you just don't know what that person's going to do. So you kind of have to think for them. So maybe open the door with your other hand, have the gun maybe behind the door, like just something to just say, I know this can go left in a split second, use the people, understand your rights, that you don't have to open the door for officers if you're not being served with a warrant. I think it's just those little things. And again, in no way I'm not blaming the young man. It's a tragedy, and I feel bad for the family and himself because he was in his own home. You should have that peace, but I think we should know our rights and know that you don't have to open the door for police. If they don't have a warrant, protect yourself,
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, right? Why should you have to think like that?
Because we are dealing with people. People are just people. I've been saying that since I was 16 years old. People are just people. You can't expect no more. You can't expect no less. So again, it's just like when I'm driving. I have to drive for the people that are 5 car lengths ahead of me. I just can't be selfish to just say, oh, it's me and me. I have to be considerate.
What you're saying is different because, like, the white community doesn't have to think like that. Nope. The Asian community doesn't really have to think like that.
Nobody but us.
There's majority is black and brown community. Like, there's a natural threat,
Well, I agree. And to that point, my 46 years on this earth, I don't think that's going to change. So I have to then, I can't keep using it as an excuse of why. I have to now go into defense mode and again, just protect myself. Because honestly, I don't think that's going to never change. I think it is what it is. Yes, I have the right to have.
I think the training has to be different too. The training has to be revamped because the way we're trained is go in and the scenarios they give you when they train you, it's always a kill scenario, meaning you're not going to survive the scenario. It's not meant for you to survive. It's meant for you to learn that at any moment you get killed, right? And the first thing you want to do is you want to get home safely to your family, right? So it's either you or them. That's the way they train you. And then it becomes you against them, right? Cops against the public. Yep. That's what it becomes because the public is a threat, right? And then they can stop you from going home. That's the training that they put into you. That's the training that they instill into you. They train you to walk into a situation, hand on the firearm, right? Knock on the door. Even when they're talking to you, interview position, their hands are out of their pockets. Their hands are like in front of by their chest, ready to block or ready to like strike, or grab you or whatever, right? And that's the training they give you. It's they instill the fear into you, right?
Mike, that's why I always said this to you in the beginning when Steve came on. I said, because we know our perspective on how we look at things, but it's valuable to get his perspective to know how they think, because we never knew how cops really thought. You know what I'm saying? And when you get his perspective now, like KD was saying, me and KD hardly ever agree on anything. Like he's saying, at least right? And that's how, like now when I get pulled over, right? Because I still get pulled over, right? I keep my hands on the steering wheel. You know what I'm saying? Not because I'm scared, because I already know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? Because they're scared of me. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to come and they're going to have their hand on the trigger and they're going to say, can I see license and registration and stuff like that? Like, how I'm going to do that when I got my hands on the steering wheel? I'm going to move I know how to act with them. You know what I'm saying? Because they are scared of you. But I think that our viewers should take advantage of when Steve is on and learn his perspective to talk to the 15-year-old black boy they got at home. Right. You know what I'm saying? That 16-year-old black boy they got at home. They they nephews. You know what I'm saying? Take heed to what this man is saying, because this is why we lose our life out there in the streets. I know it's not a lot, Katie, but the ones that do happen is because that they don't know how to respond to them. Like I said, the police don't know how to undraw their weapons. You know what I'm saying? Because once they go there with all that adrenaline and that fear mix, it's like a time bomb. You know what I'm saying? It's like a bomb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
They really explode every single time. And it's two things I realize that people want to be cops. You want to be a cop because you want to protect people and save lives, or you want to be a cop because you want the power, right? Probably 95% of the cops or 90% of the cops want power. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not worth it to put your life in danger. The money that they get is not worth it. You know what I'm saying? To want to do it because you want to fix the community. So they gotta be because they get the power. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fair to say that I want to go home to my family, but this person's never going home to their family. It's not fair to think that way or train them that way. That you got to get home to your family. What about the motherfuckers that's not getting home to their family that you killed? Deshaun Bell is on his wedding night and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's very powerful that you on, Steve, and you able to give that perspective. You know what I'm saying? And not from a biased point of view, from your point of view, which is cool. Great question, KD.
Yeah, even like the car stops, right? We're trained. Every car stop is a felony car stop. That's the way we're thinking, because you never know what could happen. So we always prepare for the worst, right? So it's like we approach you. We don't know. Most of the time when we stop a car, like from behind or whatever, like we see a violation from behind, we stop them. We don't know who the driver is, right? So we stop the vehicle. We'll run the plate. You know, sometimes you're like, what the hell is taking this guy so long to approach the car? We're running the plate. You know, we're making sure the car's not stolen or anything like that. Okay, once it clears those flags, then it's like we approach the vehicle. We put our hand on the back of the car to put our fingerprints on the back of the car just in case, like later on, let's say, God forbid, we die or whatever. Later on, they could see that our fingerprints were on the car. We stop that car, whatever, stuff like that. We tap the back of the car. Sometimes they tap the back to distract you. It's like, yo, who's tapping the back of my car? Like, and you turn around, you look, right? Then we approach you. We approach you from like the B pillar, which is the middle pillar, right? Because we're trained, the A pillar is bulletproof, the B pillar is bulletproof, and the C pillar. The pillars are bulletproof, right? So we'll try to stand behind the B pillar, and we'll be like, license, registration, and we'll have our hands on our firearm because we never know what's happening. Now, on the flip side, we train or at least I did, we trained our friends and family, when you get stopped, roll down all the windows, turn on all the lights, and keep your hands on the steering wheel. That's it. When you do that, and a cop approaches, the cop is like, who told you how to do that? Who told you to do that? Like, you have family on the job? Like, you know somebody who's a police officer? Like, who taught you that? You know? So they'll know all of a sudden, they'll either be like a heads up, like, okay, this guy's been stopped many times, or this person knows somebody that's a police officer, right? The reason why we want you to roll down all the windows is because, you know, the back windows are usually tinted, right? And you can't see inside the vehicle, right? We want to feel safe, right? We always start from up here, the highest level, right? Because our adrenaline's pumping and we want to get home safe. So from up here, when you roll down the windows, it goes down here a little bit. It comes down a little bit. The level comes down. And then when you speak and your hands on the steering wheel and like nobody's like, you know, everybody has their hands where people could see them and stuff like that, then the level comes down even more. And then when you speak to the person and you're compliant, then the level comes down even more. And then it's like, okay, now I know I'm safe. This is a safe thing. This guy is, you know, he's compliant. He's not going to give me any problems. It's not going to go sideways. All right, let me talk to the guy. If you just like crack the window and you're like, fuck you, I'm not rolling down my window. What the fuck you stop me for? Fuck you. Then this shit is going up. Because it's like, this guy's going to be a problem.
Yeah, that ain't going to work.
Yeah, but no, that's what's up. And that's exactly how I operate. That's exactly.
Right. So it's like you go into McDonald's and you're ordering food. It's like, yo, fuck you. Give me a fucking Big Mac. I want a fucking fries. Yeah, make sure you give me fucking extra ketchup on the side. It's like, yo, what the fuck is up with this guy's attitude? They're gonna spit in your food, right? They're gonna get messed. They're gonna get angry and get spit in your food or something. You know, sideways might happen. It's all about attitude. So when that happens, you know, you want to tone down a little bit. Also, even though you know you're in the right and you're being stopped, the street is not the place to fight it.
Totally agree.
Fight them.
Right.
Don't fight them. Even though you know your rights are being violated, fine. Make sure somebody's recording. Make sure their body cams are on. Make sure, or flip on your audio on your phone or something like that real quick, or flip on the camera on your phone real quick, and then just be compliant.
That's great advice.
Hands behind your back. Your hands behind your back.
That's great advice.
You know what I mean? Go in. And then when you go in court is where you fight it. Because if you try to fight it in the street, no matter what, you're not going to win.
Not going to win.
You're not going to win.
Not going to win.
Because
totally agree.
Yeah. We don't fight fair. Cops don't fight fair. We're not trained to fight fair. We're trained to fight 10-on-1. We're trained to fight, 12-on-1. If somebody's going to give you a problem, we call for backup. And when you call for backup, and the department or the precinct is a good precinct or like high level precinct, like high threat precinct, whatever, everybody's going to show up. And when they show up, all they know is cop is in trouble, cop is fighting with somebody, fuck that guy up.
Yep.
They're not going to ask what happened when they got there. No, they're going to jump right in and they're going to fuck you up. And then after when it's all done, they're going to be like, what happened? Yeah, I mean, and if it's something stupid, they're going to be like, you did all that for that? You know what I mean? Yeah, the guy would get like a lashing, a verbal lashing, but he's not going to see any discipline for it. You know what I mean? Because that's just the way people were trained. You know? So don't fight them in the street, no matter what. Never fight them in the street. Just be compliant. Even refusing to put your hands behind your back. When cops are saying stop resisting, and then your hands can't be handcuffed, right? That's resisting. That's passively resisting. Even though you're not fighting back, but you're refusing to put your hands behind your back, or you're refusing to like let them grab your hand, and you keep saying, "What are you stopping me for? What are you arresting me for? What are you hitting me? Whatever."
Because at the end of the day, they're going to put the cuffs on you no matter what. They're going to put the cuffs on you. You know what I'm saying? Whether they take them off and let you go. Because I seen them, I seen it in Brooklyn where they had this girl cuffed, and everybody was like, "Yo, you got the wrong girl, because some girl robbed the store, like went in the store and took some stuff, and police came and they had her cuffed, and the whole community was out there on picking, like, you got the wrong girl. So I went live on Citizen, so it went live, and the police actually took the cuffs off the girl and let her go. She was crying and everything, you know what I'm saying? But they can take the cuffs off, because you know how they say once they put the cuffs on, you go into the prison. That's not true.
No, that's not true.
That's not true. What they want to do is control the situation, the environment, and make sure this person's not hostile. You know what I'm saying? And I learned that as well, that they can take the cuffs off you. So, but I ain't do nothing. Now you're doing something. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't doing nothing. You're doing something. And now they got a reason to arrest you for resisting arrest. You know what I'm saying?
It's something I highly suggest everybody do, especially the Black and brown community, right? What everybody should do is go and attend the Citizen Police Academy. Meaning the NYPD Police Academy has classes for citizens where they can experience scenarios and, the shooting, virtual reality shooting thing, whatever, and stuff like that, the classes. They'll teach you how we react and what's our training. You can see the training first hands-on. And they do scenarios with you. They run through scenarios with you. And then you can feel also like how you feel. Because once you put on the uniform, it's different. When you talk to people, they react differently. Even like the people I grew up with, when I saw them after I became a cop, they were like, "Are you a cop now? I ain't talking to you." Like they react differently to you. You know what I mean? Like conversations become different. It's like you're an alien all of a sudden. You know what I mean? And it's like when you approach a scene, people are automatically aggressive towards you. The reason why people hate cops is because cops do things that other people don't want to do. We do the dirty things where like we're taking away your freedom, we're taking away your life. You know what I mean? We're ruining your life. We're giving you tickets, we're giving you summonses and stuff like that. That's why people hate cops. That's why everybody loves firemen, right? Because firemen are always going in there and saving people and burning houses and stuff, right? But firemen, there's a lot of firemen that are freaking perps. Like they go in, when they go in and they save you from that house, that burning house, they're stealing your shit. Because a lot of times we go into the house, like afterwards, the cops have to do the report and the cops have to safeguard it and stuff like that. And then the owner will come home and be like, "Yo, my jewelry is gone."
Minister.
And it's like, okay, we didn't go inside. The firemen went inside. They were the only people inside. So
Chill, Steve, chill.
I'm being dead ass. It happens a lot. And they come with the big freaking the what is it, like the door wedges and stuff like that, the doors of death and stuff, and they'll break all your windows, they'll break your door, and then the cops are left on the scene. And then when the owner shows up, like, yo, you broke my door? I didn't do shit. It was the fire department. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the cops are hated for a reason, right? Now you got to think of that from a cop point of view. We're constantly taking verbal attacks, constantly taking attacks from the public. So of course we're going to be grumpy most of the time, but we're human. It's going to affect how we feel. So when we show up someplace and somebody's like, fuck the police, we didn't call the cops, and it's like, oh, here we go again. And you know what's the worst thing that we hate to hear? I pay your salary. I pay my taxes. I pay your salary. And it's like, yo, have you seen my check? Like, they take 60% for taxes. I take home less than what they take in taxes. Or at least I did when I was a cop. But I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? When they say that, oh, I pay your tax, I pay tax, it's like, yo, I pay my taxes, I pay my salary, and your welfare on top of that. That's what we feel like saying. You know what I mean? But it's like, you know, it's just a spit in the face. Like, look, you think I wanted to come here and talk to you? You think I randomly knocked on a door and said, oh, you know what? Let's just stop at this house and see what's going on. No, I'd rather be sitting in my patrol car doing nothing on my phone watching Netflix, right? But no, unfortunately, the radio and people keep calling 911. Don't blame me. Blame your neighbor. Sometimes they're like, nobody call a cop. And it's like, okay, Central, can you try to call back, please? Central will call back, right? Because it doesn't even matter if you call from those Obama phones, like anonymous phone numbers. The phone number still comes up. Even if you block your number, the phone number still comes up, right? So it's like, okay, either the Any Alley, which is the cell tower location, it'll be like, what's the Any Alley go back to? Oh, it's going back to whatever, which would be the same building. So it's like, okay, somebody from this building called. Or sometimes when they do call back and the person answer, you know who be? It'll be the person next to him. You know what I mean? And then they'll be like, oh, I didn't call. Somebody used my phone. Really? Somebody used your house phone? Somebody came to your house and used your house phone, called cops, and they left? Really? You know what I mean? So it's like, you have to understand that. We don't show up on places just for fun. You know, but there are different units where they patrol, which is like the crime team and stuff like that. They ride around, narcotics or whatever. They do stings, right? But the crime team, they'll ride around and they'll hop out on people.
Yep.
That's a different story, right? That's a different story. But the reason why they're addressing these conditions is, again, people from the neighborhood is complaining. They go to the precinct community meetings and stuff like that, which everybody should go to, right? They go to the precinct community meetings, they complain. Oh, there's always kids hanging out on the corner, they're selling drugs, they got guns on them, the blah, blah, blah. They'll make up all types of shit. And that's why when the cops roll up, it's like, this is the information that's being given to us, is that this guy always on the corner is, you know, selling drugs and he has guns on him. So that's why we roll up, we pat you down. It's like, yo, do you have a gun on you? We're trying to see if that statement is true or not.
Steve, you miss it?
Huh?
You miss working?
I miss being a real police officer, like, you know, helping people and stuff like that. I don't miss the politics of it. The politics and the system, the way it's set up, it's too corrupt. It needs to be broken down and restructured, man. Like, they really need to redo it. Like, you see the leadership now that's on Twitter and on social media, like they're like getting involved in politics now and stuff like that. They're so immature. It's just they really need revamping and retraining. Like, they need to do everything all over again, man. Like, it's the politics of it, because you have so many people, even us. When you're inside the precinct, you have so many people that are, you know, oh, this guy was bullied when he was a kid, and now he's like, you know, now he's a boss.
Yeah.
And now he's, you know, on even cops, he'll pick on. And he'll nitpick, and he'll tell the cops to do stupid things, you know, like, and get you in trouble and stuff. It's like, there's a lot of that. You know, like I'm running around, you know, let's say I'm in East Flatbush running around trying to stop shootings and stuff. But then this guy, this boss, is nitpicking on me on my socks. And it's like, you worried about my socks when I'm fucking running around getting shot at all day?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I mean? So it's like, the psychology of it is like, we're being attacked from within by fucked up bosses, and we're being attacked by the public. So of course, cops are miserable all the time. They're stressed out, they're miserable, and you know, they're depressed, and that's when morale is low and stuff like that. And especially with this administration, it's morale is really low. You know?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I gotta run, man. I gotta run, y'all.
Yeah.
That's the morning check-in. Steve, man, thanks for tapping in all the info, man. You already know. Appreciate you. Much love to you. And good luck today. Good luck today. You know what I'm saying? We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll be able to check in tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll make it tomorrow.
Prince, what you got on the way up? All right, cool.
That was a lot, man.
Yeah, it's a lot.
If you want to be called a king, be a king.
Okay.
All right. All right, King.
Yeah. Peace and blessings, brother.
All right, y'all. All right, Kev. I'll holler at you later.
Yo, all right. You
all right.
know it.
Peace and love, y'all.
Yeah. All right.
Yo, we out of here. Peace.